Right, this is every fight to make after Imavov versus Adesanya, UFC Saudi Arabia. Um, we'll start off Shamil Gaziev. Given Derek Lewis. Derek, I think he's about ranked 10 right now. Um, I know he pulled out his last fight. That might have been due to an injury. I'm not too sure. If not, you could give Shamil a tie to Ivasa. But yeah, I think Derek Lewis would be a good fight. Yeah, man, I think this is one to set up if Derek isn't injured. Um, Shamil's coming off a great knockout over Thomas Peterson. Phenomenal performance. Yeah, man, set this fight up. Faris CM. I think you should give him Jalen Turner. I was thinking Benoit Saint Denis, but he's also French. I don't think they do that. Especially if it was like a fight night in Paris. I don't think they'd set up a French versus French, but you never know. But I think Jalen Turner's the best option. He's been out for a while, almost a year now. Jalen's a tough fighter. If he beats Jalen, I think he's ready for the top 10. Jalen's very good all around. He's a tough striker. Honestly, one of the best strikers in the division, you could argue. He's got good ground game. I mean, his takedown defense isn't the best. I mean, he's got good submissions. We'll say that. But yeah, this is a good matchup. Good test for Zion. Yeah. Vinicius Oliveira. Give him Kyler Phillips. Kyler's coming off a loss to Rob Font. I think he's like rank 11, 10. I think. Yeah, I think it's the best fight you can make from a lot of the other top 15 to top 10. Coming off wins. And like prospects. But Kyler's coming off a loss to Rob Font. Yeah, give him Oliveira. If Oliveira beats him, he's ready for that top 10. So, a good fight to make. Sergey Pavlovich. Now, this is either between Cyril Gane and Jilton Almeida. I'd be happy with either of these. But I'd prefer the Cyril Gane fight. Cyril Gane's coming off a robbery win with Volkov. Sergey would be a good matchup. Yeah, I think that's a good matchup. Jilton Almeida, that'd be a good matchup. We'd see, what Sergey's takedown defense is like. What's he like on the ground? We saw a bit in his fight with Rosenstrike. He wrestled most of that fight, but Rosenstrike isn't a wrestler really. And most of the knockdowns, most of the time he got him on the ground, it wasn't like a takedown. It was like a trip kind of thing. I don't know. And then he just held him down. Or he knocked him down and then held him down. But either of these fights was a good matchup. Like I said, I prefer the Cyril Gane one. And hopefully Sergey knocks him out. I don't like Cyril Gane. He ducks everybody, ducks Tom Aspinall, and he's ducked Sergey in the past. But now we know Sergey's beatable. He'd probably fight him. But yeah, either of these would be a very, very good matchup. MVP. Give him Jeff Neal. I know he said he wants to go back down to welterweight. So I'd set this fight up. I was also thinking the Wonderboy fight, but I think this would be more intriguing. Wonderboy's coming off he's coming off a couple of losses, so he's coming off a loss to Joaquin Buckley and Shavkat, especially that brutal KO. I think Wonderboy needs some time off. But yeah, give him Jeff Neal. This is a good matchup, a good test. Jeff Neal's a test for any welterweight to see if they can enter the top 10. Yeah, winnable fight for both of them. Set that up. Shara Magomedov. Give him Bo Nickel. This is a test for both of them. Can Bo Nickel handle as good of a striker as Shara? And can Shara handle as good of a wrestler as Bo Nickel? I don't think they'll set this fight up because they want to protect both of them. This is a bad matchup for either of them. But I think this is the best matchup you can do. Yeah. I'd love this matchup. Bo Nickel's striking is terrible. But you never know, his wrestling might nullify that. I mean, his last fight, his striking was awful, but he was fighting Paul Craig. I don't think he wanted to take Paul Craig down just because Paul Craig's got such good submissions. But you never know. Shara's got good takedown defense. He might win this. Yeah, winnable fight for both of them. best fight to choose, in my opinion. But like I said, I don't think they'll do it because Dana wants to protect both of them. Adesanya, I think I think he should go up to light heavyweight. A lot of people disagree with this, but Adesanya's on a 3-fight losing streak now, and every loss keeps getting worse and worse. He needs to go up, and I think he should try and go for that trilogy with Pereira. If he goes up and he fights a top contender like Yuri wins, he could get a title shot off that. If Adesanya wins, puts him to title contention. It's a good fight for both of them. And like I said, I think Adesanya's done his time at middleweight. Unless he wants to become like Anderson and just fight the low rankers, get a win there, but a lot of losses. I don't think he should do that. He needs to go up to light heavyweight. Light heavyweight's got a lot of older fighters. Middleweight's full of up and coming prospects, young, dangerous fighters. I think they should set up that Yuri fight. If he wins that, like I said, Pereira trilogy, and then he could retire on that, win or lose. But if he wants to stay at middleweight, give him Caio Borja. Caio needs a top-ranked opponent. He's just beating Cannonier, who is, I think, like ranked 7, 8 or whatever. Man, give him Caio. That's a winnable fight for both of them, but I do think Adesanya can win that, but I do think Caio wins. He's just so well-rounded. It's a dangerous matchup. Imavov. Another one people will disagree with. A lot of people want Khamzat to fight for the title. Khamzat doesn't deserve a title shot, man. Imavov, look what this guy's coming off. He's coming off a knockout of Adesanya, a battering of Brendan Allen, who's a tough and up-and-coming prospect. Dangerous up-and-comer. And a TKO over Jared Cannonier. It was a questionable stoppage, but he still beat him. Yeah, man, that's far more deserving than a win over Robert Whittaker, who, since he lost to Dricus, had only beaten Paulo Costa, who's like rank 13 now. He's not even in the top 10. And then he beat an unranked, short notice Ikram Aliskerov. Come on, man. Khamzat needs one more top 5, top 10, whatever, and then you can get a title shot. But I think next in line has got to be Imavov. Sean already beat him on short notice as well, but Sean's a tough fighter to take on short notice. The sudden style switch is bad for Imavov. It's one of the reasons why he lost, but Sean still looked really good in that. Whoever wins this, if Dricus wins, set the fight up. Sean wins, set the fight up. I think there's best fights you can set up. Man, these are all the fights I think they should set up after UFC Saudi. Like, sub, comment, and I hope you enjoyed.